everybody, it's Angie at Angie's Place. I hope you are doing well today. Anyway, today we are reading Proverbs 21 and 22. You can either read along beside or listen, whichever way is easier for you. And just to let you know, I do have another series that I started, Women of the Bible. First one is Eve, which is available now. For now, if you'll do me a favor and hit the like and the subscribe right before we begin, thank you very much. That helps to spread it around to all those who don't have a Bible, or they're so busy and they just need to listen to it being read. So here we go. Oops. The king's heart is the hand of the Lord. Like the rivers of water, he turns it wherever he wishes. He who sows iniquity will reap sorrow, and the rod of his anger will fail. He who has generous eye will be blessed, for he gives his bread to the poor. Cast out the scoffer, and contention will leave. Yes, strife and reproach will come. He who loves purity of heart and has grace on his lips, the king will be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the faithless. The lazy man says, "There is a lion outside. I shall be slain in the streets." The mouth of the immoral woman is deep in the pit. He who is abhorred by the Lord will fall there. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of the child. The rod of correction will drive it far from him. He who oppresses the poor to increase his riches, and he who gives to the rich will surely come to poverty. Sayings of the wise: incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if you keep them within you. Let them all be fixed upon your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I have instructed you today, even you. Have I not written to you excellent things of counsels and knowledge? That I may make you know the certainty of the words of the truth, that you may answer with words of truth to those who send it to you. Do not rob the poor because he is poor, nor oppresses the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause, and plunder the soul of those who plunder them. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man do not go, lest you learn his ways and set a snare for your soul. Do not be one of those who shakes hands in a pledge, one of those who is surety for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should he take away your bed from under you? Do not remove the ancient landmark which your fathers have set. Do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before unknown men. Chapter 23. When you sit down to eat with a ruler, consider carefully what is before you, and put a knife to your throat. If you are a man given to appetite, do not desire his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. Do not overwork to be rich, because of your own understanding. Cease. Will you set your eyes on that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They will fly away like an eagle toward heaven. Do not eat the bread of a miser, nor desire his delicacies. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. The morsel you have eaten, you will vomit up, and waste your pleasant words. Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he shall despise the wisdom of your words. Do not remove the ancient landmark, nor enter the fields of the fatherless. For the Redeemer is mighty, he will plead their cause against you. Apply your heart to instruction, and your ears to the words of knowledge. Do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. You shall beat him with a rod, and deliver his soul from hell. My son, if your heart is wise, my heart will rejoice. Indeed, I myself, yes, my innermost being will rejoice when your lips speak right things. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but be zealous for the fear of the Lord all the day. For surely there is a hereafter, and your hope will not be cut off. Hear, my son, and be wise, and guide your heart in a way that do not mix with wine bibbers, or with the gluttonous eaters of meat. For the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe man with rags. Listen to your father who begot you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it, also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who begets a wise child will delight in him. Let your father and your mother be glad, and let her who bore you rejoice. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. For a harlot is a deep pit, and a seductress is a narrow well. She also lies in wait for a victim, and increases the unfaithful among men. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has contentions? Who has complaints? Who wounds without cause? Who has redness of the eyes? Those who linger long at wine, those who go in search of mixed wine. Do not look on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it swirls around smoothly at the last bite, it bites like a serpent and stings like a viper. Your eyes shall see strange things, and your heart will utter perverse things. Yes, you will be like the one who lies down in the midst of the sea, or like the one who lies on top of the mast, saying, They have struck me, but I was not hurt. They have beat me, but I feel it not. When shall I awake, that I may seek another drink? So that was an interesting one today. So most of it was about drinking and having too much Mary. Not saying don't do it, it's saying to do it in moderation. So everything, of course, is supposed to be in moderation. And of course it says, who hasn't done these things? Everybody has sorrows. Everybody has problems and complaints. But it doesn't mean to drown them out. You have to trust the Lord and give all your worries over to Him and let Him take care of it. That was today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, like I said, don't catch my new video, Women of the Bible. The first one was Eve, and I also have stuff on Revelations too, so you can check that one out too. Anyway, I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.